everybody, this is Andrew with mobileburn.com, taking a look at the all-new LG G2. It's a very interesting phone, obviously, because they've made some big changes from what you typically see in a smartphone. When you look at the sides, you see there's no design. That was done deliberately because they moved the volume controls and the power button to the back. It's a little awkward for me. It's a change of pace because I'm one of the people that used to cup their hands to secure their device, but LG claims that most people actually just rest it in their hand and use their index finger in the middle. So because of that, they included the volume up and down buttons right here and power button as well. It actually is not just for aesthetics. They've actually put some utility in there. For instance, when you're using the camera, in terms of having a front-facing camera, you can just take a picture by pressing the volume down button. So you hear that little clicking sound. When I tap on the gallery, you can see that it indeed took a picture of me. Otherwise, when I'm in other apps, I can just change the volume up and down like that. When you look at the screen, it's pretty big. It's a 5.2-inch display. It's a full HD IPS, so it's got 1080p visuals. It's very bright in here. A lot of times at trade shows, you can see that they tune up the brightness, but I don't think that's an issue here because IPS displays are typically very bright, as you know. It doesn't have any weird tints or anything like that. In terms of the shape, not particularly too big. It's a little bit bigger than my Galaxy S4 that I have here. And it has very nice curved sides along the back. You see it sticks out a little bit in the back. That's because they have a big battery in there. It's a 3000 milliamp battery, so it's very powerful stuff going on. The camera, 13 megapixel like we mentioned before, and it's got optical image stabilization designed to make it a little more clear. It has that glossy plastic back on it, so you can see the fingerprints are kind of showing up, but it has a different little color, like star type of appearance to it. So I guess that's the coating of it. The screen looks very good. So also you notice there's no hardware buttons. That's because they have virtual navigation buttons. Really nice. You got back menu and the multitasking button for sure. It's running Android 4.2. Which you can see obviously it's running their own little optimized user experience, but they made a couple of changes that you've seen since we reviewed the Optimus G Pro. For one, it still has the Q-Slide apps, so you can open up multiple apps at a time. So I can have the video player open, I can have the gallery open, the browser as well, so you can have multiple things open at one time. And it hovers over the screen. But one thing that's new is that you can actually slide them to the side, so you can see it's always going to be there. Even while I'm doing other things, the browser's open, and when the time comes for me to open it up again, it's available to me in quick window view, the Q-Slide view, or I can just put it up to full screen. So this is the the LG G2, just announced today, available by LG. It's going to be available on all the major carriers in the US. Full specs will below, but in terms of my impressions, it's going to take me some getting used to with the back. It's an interesting move. I'm not sure if I like it or hate it at the moment. It's kind of interesting. In terms of the material, it feels kind of nice. It's not scratchy or anything. The button is just a regular glossy plastic to go a little bit tougher than the material of the phone itself. The volume up and down buttons are a little rougher. And on the back, to protect the camera, it has a sapphire, so it'll prevent it from getting glass on it or your smudges. So naturally, if your finger's here all the time, you would expect that this would be smudged. They've gotten rid of that, so that's not going to be an issue either. But anyway, this is Andrew from mobileburn.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.